Hi, ich bin der Markus. Ich komme aus München, habe mich qualifiziert in Hamburg und freue mich unheimlich auf das Rennen hier. Tollstes Wetter, aber schwierige Strecke. Aber versuche einfach alles mitzunehmen, alles rauszuhauen und alles zu geben und einfach Spaß zu haben. Und dann schauen wir, was rauskommt. Euch viel Spaß beim Zuschauen und beim Tracken fürs Rennen.
Kristian Blummenfelt, your whole season has been geared towards Nice. How is your form compared now to Frankfurt and the solid blocks afterwards?
Feeling it's been going in the right direction. Like I had 5 weeks, I was pretty good up in Fontremeux, and I've had at least one very good day here in the course. So the numbers I've been doing here have been like feeling like I've been stronger than what I was doing in Frankfurt and in the build-up to Frankfurt. So yeah, I'm optimistic and also feeling that after spending almost 8 weeks now in Nice throughout the winter and also being into this race, that I'm getting quite confident in the course and feeling that I'm able to remember it well and been bridged up a little bit on the downhill part. So yeah, I'm quite excited as well as it's going to be a tough day on Sunday. It seems like Sam Laidlaw is back in full fitness. You have Jonas Schomburg, who didn't really race the whole race in Frankfurt because of the mechanical, but he was backing it up with an insane performance in Roth as his first long distance race. So he can be second long distance race after South Africa. So he can be quite dangerous as well with some other young guys up front with Jamie Riddle and it's a very tricky field and also final time in Nice. So it's a very special race that I definitely want to win.
What were some takeaways you took away from Frankfurt? Like were there some rooms where you could improve, and how are you planning to implement those in Nice now?
Yeah, so after Frankfurt I was of course happy to win, but almost more happy to not lose that race. And I felt that I was coming out of that race with almost a lot of weaknesses. Like I was really underperforming on the bike there. I felt that bike leg was taking a lot out of my legs, and I was almost struggling to just stay in that pack. So if I'm having those legs on Sunday, I will be cooked, and it will be a replica of Kona last year. So I just need to have some stronger bike legs, and I feel I've been able to do some work there over the last 5 weeks in Fontremeux and also the 2 weeks we've done here in the course. So optimistic.
You already mentioned you were here in winter for 5 weeks to check out the course. Now you were here in Nice for 2 weeks already. Like, were there some new aspects you could pick up in the last 2 weeks?
Not really. The only thing, when we were here for the 5 weeks in the winter, we did most of the training on the road bike. So it's been more like being able to put it together on the TT bike. And I did all of the training in Fontremeux on the TT bike. So finding the balance there with the saddle and everything. So the first, it was more about learning how to do the descending on the road bike for the winter and then bringing it into a TT bike now.
After 70.3 Worlds in 2019, you said you were a bit cooked up on Col d'Avance. The course is of course a bit different compared to the 70.3 course, but how are you planning on racing the bike course?
Yeah, in one way it's the same because you're having that massive hill and then you have the hill is coming early, even though it's more flat riding after the climb on Sunday. But yeah, I was cramping up on top of Col d'Avance and I was looking down on the computer and realized it's like 60k left before the run. So it could be the same scenario after 60k here. But the thing in 2019, I was racing the grand final the week before, and I did actually all of my training on the road bike until race week, basically. So I've been putting more work into riding the TT bike and running in that position.
So talking about the race, I think it's very clear that it's going to be a fast swim. How are you planning on certain scenarios, like if Sam Laidlaw is coming out on the front pack of the water and then putting the hammer down on the bike? Are you planning to catching up to him or managing like that because you have that 2 hour 30 run in you?
Yeah, it has to be a little bit I have to be careful with where I'm spending the energy, and also it's good to know that there's most likely coming strong riders from behind. Hopefully I have Magnus Ditlev from behind and Cam Worth, and I think both of them can do will be riding well after the climb, and if I'm able to stay with them in case I'm getting dropped and have to ride with them, that can be like a second scenario. So it's a little bit like I had when I won in St. George in 21/22. Like I didn't have a good swim there either. I was like 2.5 minutes down and just had to sort of think about it. The race is not over until it's over, and just pace it cleverly, and as well keep in mind that a 2:30 marathon will do a lot of damage on the guys up front. So and they will also be riding with the sort of with knowing that they have to open up the gap.
You said in another interview that Gustav had some really good run sessions lately. Like, does that motivate you, or does that make you keep your composure?
It's definitely motivating to see that he's back again into fitness, and he's been getting stronger and stronger, both swim, bike and run going into this race, as well as Kasper. Kasper's maybe in a better fitness than Gustav, but also Gustav is he's having the lucky hat. He knows how to put out the performance on this course, but I think both of them can be quite dangerous.
Last question, simple yes or no, are you going to win?
Yes.
Thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you.